Yeah, so my name is Jack, and this is like an assortment of bits and pieces of Vietnamese food that we've gotten familiar with, well, that I've gotten familiar with in the time that I've been here for a little while. Actually, a lot of this I've never tried before at all, so a mixture of things I know and things I don't. This first one here is, this is called bánh tráng, and it is like, kind of like known as like, sort of like a Vietnamese pancake. It's a fried rice paper, and you can have it with various toppings. This one is bánh tráng kẹp, which is with pate, but also there's like a fried egg on top and a few bits and pieces. So yeah, let's give this a shot. Okay.
What are the ingredients in
Well, you've got sort of a layer of pate sitting on top of rice paper, and then kind of sandwiched with sort of a fried egg and bits of green onion, fried shallots. Maybe there's some chili here, maybe pieces of some sort of seafood, I want to say, but I'm not sure. Anyways, it's really delicious. The rice paper is a bit sort of chewy. It's kind of a bit sweet. And it's kind of made to be had with fish sauce. So you got to be really careful with fish sauce because it smells really strong. So anytime you're having fish sauce, you really don't want to spill it. That's going to be the challenge here. In the wind, we've got little bits of sesame seeds here floating in the, I think sesame seeds floating in fish sauce. So I'll just pop it from this bag, which they tie up real tightly with rubber bands just to make sure that none of it comes out. And this is going to go into here. Should be good.
While you're preparing that, do you want to talk a bit about your surroundings, where you are?
Yeah. Well, we're along the coastline in Da Nang, in this really big, wide bay that sort of stretches for, I don't know, at least sort of 30 kilometers maybe. Way off down, you can maybe kind of see in the far distance Hoi An, which is the heritage sort of town. It's got some interesting history behind it, and then sort of coming along slowly, there's the Marble Mountains, which are those sort of ridges, which is a cool destination, a place where they've cultivated a lot of interest in Buddhism in the past in Vietnam. And then if you keep on coming along, you've got all the skyscrapers, the high-rises of Da Nang City. We're kind of up in the north end of Da Nang, so we're right up close to the peninsula, which is nice, sort of natural escape from the bustle of the city, I suppose. But all along the ocean, and it's very lovely to just be able to walk along the beach, and you get to see all the crabs that are dodging around between your toes, and yeah, just all manner of interesting things that turn up on the seashore. It's a nice place to go for walks in the morning. All right, so let's just try this out now. Bánh tráng with fish sauce this time. Wow. That's a flavor enhancer. It's got big bits of chili in there as well, which maybe can sneak up on you. It's not too hot right now, but if I keep on dipping, I might get a really spicy mouth.
Taste-wise, what would you give that from 0 to 10?
Mm. I mean, it's just really yummy. Fried shallots, fish sauce, the pate, like kind of, you know, that sort of pasty, something sort of fishy vibe, and all fried together. It's lovely. Out of 10, I give it a 7 out of 10. I don't want to go too high because, you know, there's all sorts of things there, but like, this is really good. Yeah, for sure. Like a lovely, just little snack. It's not a meal, but yeah, love it. Mm.
And regarding the ingredients themselves, freshness, can you taste all the separate ingredients? Do they taste fresh or stale or what?
Well, the rice paper is where it's not covered with anything to moisten it. It's very dry and kind of chewy and crunchy, which I kind of like actually, but it's a little bit similar to maybe this doesn't sound nice, but like if you ever have like pasta that's not been totally fully cooked, it's kind of chewy and kind of crunchy. And it's kind of like that, but it's almost kind of fun part of Van Trung. I don't know, there's something kind of satisfying about gnawing away at that. That's what you got for a snack, you know, you're just going to be chewing away the edges. There's that, but then sort of in the middle where there's lots of toppings, and this one's quite nice. It's not got too much, it's not too dry. It's just, it just makes a good base for a little pancake, a little pizza, savory sort of snack. So yeah, freshness, everything is there. It's maybe it's a 6 out of 10 freshness. There's another one. Oh yeah, there's another one to eat. Okay, I can try and think about it while I'm eating the second one. Right. True. All right. Well, let's see how fresh is this. All those shallots there. The egg. The egg is lovely. Gotta say though, like when you add the fish sauce, it does knock the flavor up. Like it's really good. Yeah, I mean it's fresh. Can't complain about it. It's not like a salad, but it's not too stale. Yeah, just the crunchy aspect of the rice paper where it's not got too moist. That's the only kind of comment I have, I guess. Yeah.
Is the fish sauce like a stable condiment here, like we have ketchup in the UK, or is it just for certain areas?
Well, I would say as far as what I've seen, you have a lot of meals with fish sauce. It's kind of different from the fish sauce that I would have had back home in New Zealand. They'll often have chili flakes in there, and I don't know if it's sort of analogous. This one is a bit analogous to like a sweet and sour sort of a sauce. In fact, maybe is this one sweet and sour sauce? I'm just wondering. Let's see. Is this fish sauce? I honestly can't tell. It's a bit different every time. But I would say, like, if I bought something in the supermarket back home, it would be like a cooking ingredient to add to a sauce, like a larger meal, and you wouldn't want to have that sort of bare fish sauce. You wouldn't want to eat that. Whereas the way that they have it here, it's like, it's not so fierce, and I mean, it's very salty, but they'll have other things in there as well. You'll have some lime to cut through against it. It's a common condiment though. Yeah, you get it for very many types of food. You'll be having a fish sauce little addition. Yeah.
Okay, and the drink that you're washing it down with, what is that?
Yeah, let's get to that. I've never tried this before. This is called a lime kudzu flower smoothie blend. So it uses kudzu flower, which is something that's extracted from, I don't know, something kind of like a tapioca. It's sort of a related family. Oh, that's really good. So that kind of, it might have some coconut in there as well, but it's kind of got a, on top of the coconut, it's got this sort of gentle, lime flavor, and it's kind of like a soft dessert. It's not really sweet, but it's very refreshing. I think it's kind of considered a health drink, and you know, sometimes you have those like healthy foods, and when you're eating them, you kind of feel sort of a boost. It's kind of like on top of just the beer flavor, you're kind of like, oh, I'm enjoying this because it's not going to make me feel like heavy in the stomach afterwards, and you kind of, that's what it looks like here. So I guess they have a flour that they mix up with water, and this has also got coconut milk that's been frozen and then blended, I guess, is what this sort of lumps on the top are. So it makes it, you know, go down really easily like a dessert. It's quite sort of watery though. It's not milky like a milkshake. Very refreshing. Yeah, it's good.
So, taste from 0 to 10? Coconut.
Taste, it's like not really strong. It's not really salty, so it's kind of a nice complement to something that's salty. It kind of tones things down a little bit. So it's not powerful, salty. I won't give it a really strong taste, but it's a lovely, I'm just repeating myself, it's a lovely companion. So I'll give it 6, but that doesn't mean that it's not good. It's just, it's really, it's just not like the one that knocks it out of the park necessarily. Yeah.
Freshness?
Very fresh, way up on freshness. Maybe I'll give it a 9 out of 10 on freshness, I guess. It's still got a little bit of like, you've got the coconut in there, so it's got a bit of heaviness, but it's a good way of countering the savouriness of the other items that you're eating, I think.
And then value for money for both of them.
Well, the bintang that I just got was 12k. So yeah, this is really cheap. It's less than $1 from where I'm from, and I mean it was small. It was just 2 little slices. Really solid value for money. 8 out of 10. For the kudzu flour, 35. Yeah, okay. So probably still okay. In Vietnam, you can get a lot with 35k. So probably not as high, but it's kind of it's a fun sort of unique drink. If you spend less, you'll get more for really sort of like generic things. But if you go for anything a bit less common, then you might be paying a bit more. With that said, I think this is actually a really common drink, probably in like the households for like local people, but just not as commonly like served out of cafes. So probably it's a lot more than what you would pay if you were getting it made at home by like mum and dad. But yeah, pretty good value from a cafe. 35k, 7 out of 10.